Hi everyone, welcome to End of the World Weekly. Let me tell you how this show works. I'm Newsbot 29000. I'm a robot from the post-apocalyptic future. I've been programmed to send these broadcasts into the past in hopes that you Earth humans can avoid all the calamities that led to the end of the world. Okay, got it? Good. So let me tell you about some of your current events and how they spiral out of control and bring about the apocalypse. On Tuesday afternoon, Trump fired FBI Director Comey. Attorney General Jeff Sessions recommended that Comey be fired for not prosecuting Clinton after the FBI finished their investigation into her emails. And Trump wanted him gone because he was asking too many questions about Trump's new foreign policy think tank. Some Democrats were quick to jump to Comey's defense, saying that the FBI's investigation into the Trump-Russia connection is what got him fired, quickly forgetting that only a few months ago they were calling for his dismissal after he cost Hillary the election. This goldfish-like memory really bit them in the ass when in the 2018 midterms they didn't unseat nearly as many Republicans as they thought they would because half of their candidates had been using private email servers and the other half spent their campaign funds watching golden shower parties, but not participating so it wouldn't be weird or anything. A tunnel used to store nuclear waste suffered a partial collapse on Tuesday. The Washington State dumping grounds were used to store contaminated materials and was considered the most polluted site in America. Apparently, the EPA never took a look at Steve Bannon's bathroom. Beep, boop, beep. South Korea's new liberal president, Moon Jae-in, was sworn in on Wednesday. Moon vowed to immediately start work on restoring relations with North Korea. Moon's strategy involved convincing the hermit nation that they could build all the nuclear weapons they wanted, but they had to store them in South Korea. Somehow, Kim Jong-un went for the deal, even though it included a 3-day cooling-off period, where Moon would make Kim wait 3 days after requesting one of his bombs, so the leader of the North wouldn't just launch a rocket every time someone called him crazy or chubby. Trump gave the commencement speech at an evangelical online university on Saturday. During his speech, he urged graduates not to pick the career their parents want them to have, because not following in his father's footsteps worked so well for him. What, were all these parents in real estate and Trump didn't want any fresh competition? He also criticized critics, calling them pathetic, and finished his speech by saying, "In America, we don't worship government, we worship God." But I think he was confusing God with a dollar sign. And with that, we turn to our Alternative Facts of the Week segment. Let's get started. Alternative fact number 1. 2 passengers on board a Southwest Airlines flight got into a fistfight while their plane taxied at its gate. The fight could have been avoided if only one of the men could have waited until they were in the air before trying to join the Mile High Club with the other. Alternative fact number 2. A West Virginia reporter was arrested after yelling questions at Health and Human Services Secretary Tom Price. Nobody knows what question the reporter reportedly yelled, but since it was a West Virginian reporter, I'm sure it was something about whether it was a pre-existing condition if your parents were brother and sister. Beep boop beep. Alternative fact number 3. Graduating students booed Betsy DeVos when she gave the commencement speech at Bethune-Cookman University on Wednesday. When asked what he thought of the students' behavior, Trump gave one of his standard misogynist answers. Can you blame them? Have you seen her face? Alternative fact number 4. Jeff Sessions rolled back some of former Attorney General Eric Holder's lax drug enforcement policies on Friday. When reminded that drug sentencing disproportionately affects black and minority offenders, Sessions replied, "Yeah, I know." Alternative fact number 5. A Tennessee congressman was run off the road last week after voting to get rid of Obamacare. It was later learned that it wasn't a crazed Obamacare supporter out for revenge, just a typical female driver. Beep boop beep. That does it for this week's segment of Alternative Facts of the Week. If you have any alternative facts you'd like to hear on the show, leave a comment below and we'll talk about them next week. On Friday, Michelle Obama used her first public appearance since leaving the White House to berate Trump for rolling back some of the work she had done combating childhood obesity. Obama was none too pleased that Trump got rid of some proposals that she had worked on, including serving better food in schools and displaying calories on menus nationwide. Trump responded to the former First Lady saying, "Don't worry, we're going to have healthy kids. Believe me, nobody hates fatties more than me." Well, that does it for this episode of End of the World Weekly. Thanks for tuning in and I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to check back next week when we'll have a brand new episode. Thanks again for watching. Bye!
delicious.